Hey, welcome to the Naked Truth. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to have like the battle of the sexes.
No, pussy is not a gift.
Even if it's two pussies.
Y'all ain't starting shit. Then we finish it. How do you feel about your man helping you shit? Okay, we're done. Hey, welcome to the Naked Truth.
To accept this call, press 5. To block this call, you may begin speaking now.
Hey, welcome to the Naked Truth.
What's up?
Hey, we got Uncle P on the line. Everybody say y'all name who's here. Go
What's
ahead.
up, Funky?
What's up?
Go ahead.
What's up, Uncle P.O.?
You got talking to Mike, baby.
What's up, Uncle P.O.? This is
What's up?
Keefe.
What's up, Keefy? What's happening?
Not much. How you? Assalamu alaikum.
Yo, I'm chilling. Walaikum salam. What's up with your old man?
You know, he's back at home.
Yes. Gotta call him, man. I gotta call him.
Inshallah.
What's up, Diddy?
Hello? No, what's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Shit, what's up with you, Black Rose?
Shit, waiting on the phone call, you know.
Okay, we only got 15 minutes, so we're going to get it started. Okay, Uncle P. Let's get it popping. Who is Mommy, and what does she mean to you?
Oh, man. Who is Mommy? That's my grandmother, but she raised me like she was my mother.
Right. What does she mean to you? She was our safety net. She was everything to us,
yeah,
right?
she was everything. Yeah, but
She was a gangster.
something, man. She was hard.
She was a gangster.
She was hard. She was South Carolina.
South Carolina. She was a G.
Aiken, South
She was
Carolina.
hard, man. It was tough love around there.
Yeah, it was tough love, right?
Yeah, she ain't go for no nonsense. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah.
That's for certain.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about how you guys grew up. So tell the audience a little bit about how you grew up. You guys grew up rough. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we grew up rough. Yeah. I was a lot younger than them, so they could probably tell you more than me. But from my perspective,
What was it
I
like?
don't know, man. It was kind of rough. It was kind of rough, but you know, you don't really know how rough it is. You know what I mean? When ain't nobody around you got too much, you don't know. You don't realize you don't have nothing either.
Right, because so much love, right?
Yeah.
These young guys, you know, they do what they do, and they do it for, like, you know, designer belts and stuff. They don't know what it is to come from nothing. You know,
they don't.
siblings, you know.
Yeah, rough, man. It was rough, but it was cool. I mean, you know, shit, we made it through.
Right.
Damn, bet you we
If
made
it don't
it
kill
through.
you, it make you stronger.
Right.
Absolutely.
Uncle Ty, you're the oldest. Talk about a little bit how you grew
T.Y.,
up.
what's up?
Man, you ain't know that was me, dog.
No, dog, what's up, man?
What's up, Funky?
Yeah, what's up with you,
Hey,
dog?
man.
What's happening? Man, I've been trying to catch you for the longest, man.
Only person that can find me.
Hey, man, I'm sitting there listening, right? You talking about Mommy, man.
This
Come
call
on,
is from
man.
a federal
Mommy was
prison.
the...
What'd you
was,
say?
I'm sitting there listening at you. She was the rock, man. I mean, she was like, man,
Yeah.
she took us under her wing, man, and was like, man.
Yeah.
And when she told me that I ain't never have to leave her, hey, man, I went to the high rise with her. You know? Hey, man.
Yeah, man, she taught me so many lessons, though, so many
know?
life lessons, you know, that I live by right now.
Oh, yeah.
Is this on?
Yeah,
Life
man.
lessons, man.
And like I be hearing people talk about how they be touched by other people and molested, man. There's no way that would have happened to none of us, man, because she was so much up on us,
Because
man.
they were scared of
Yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy was the G.
You know-
Let's clarify. Anybody
she
from
was.
Garfield know Cleo?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
A whole
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
G.
tell y'all a story, man. One
Go
time,
ahead.
right, I was out there wilding, right? So all the dudes' moms got together and talked about me. So they come down to the crib and try to tell Mommy that I was the one that got everybody out there selling drugs. Right?
Oh,
You remember this time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, she went crazy on him.
I got one too.
Crazy. She went crazy, yo. That's how you couldn't bring no bullshit to her.
Oh man,
She didn't play by her kids.
You couldn't bring no bullshit
hey,
to
look,
her.
Pop, I got one. Look, Rosie was out there cussing one day. I mean, she was cussing like a sailor. Rosie must have been maybe about 10. And the Miss Webb came down there and told Mommy, "Here, Rosie's up there cussing like, you know." Mommy looked at that lady and said, "I allow her to cuss."
That's why Brittany was like, Uncle P, I'm allowed to fucking cuss.
Yep.
Mommy told that lady, "I allow her to cuss."
Okay, we got one more visitor here. Go ahead, speak into the mic.
Hey, it's Ebony.
Oh, she tried to sound cute.
Say your name.
Six, what's up?
What's up, Uncle P?
Ain't nothing. What's going on with you? How them girls doing?
Good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
All right, we got,
You
okay.
take good care of stuff.
All right, let's go on to the next question. Do you believe someone's childhood can affect their relationship with people, and does that determine where they end up in life? Uncle P.
I think your childhood definitely determines relationship with people, but it don't determine where you end up in life.
Right.
I think that how you apply yourself in life is where you end up in life.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like Mommy always told me I could have been anything I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
I
that.
really believe that, and I could have been anything.
Tell everybody about your childhood, about basketball. You were a star. Talk about it.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah, I had scholarships. But I got into the streets and messed it all up.
Right. You went a different
I got
direction.
into the streets. Yep.
People don't know.
Even with him even being in the streets, he still went to school. He got up
Oh,
every
yeah.
morning and went to
Yep.
school. He graduated,
Honor
went to
roll
the
student,
prom. Yes.
And
He did all that.
And I used to say, "Papa, man, well, you gotta do your homework." And he used to say, "Man, I already did,
Yeah, it's
man."
done.
People don't know he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a very
yeah, man.
intelligent person.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Hard to go.
But even when I was out there wilding, I used to sit at the dining room table and do my homework, and Mama used to just stare at me.
Because you ain't need no help, huh?
No, because
couldn't
I guess she was
understand.
probably thinking like, I hear he's out here doing all this stuff, and he's sitting here doing homework.
Like, I can't believe this.
oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to share some memorable moments. We're going to start off with Sharon since we got a recording, okay?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is me, Ron here. Shout out The Naked Truth. Shout out Mike Buzzo, Courtney. Shout out all my family. Shout out my dad. Get on here to answer my cousin's question. What's my favorite memory of my dad, or my favorite moment of my dad? I would have to say whenever he called me on my graduation day. It's because that day was a little emotional for me because I was without my parents. You know, it was one of the biggest days of my life.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Hold on, I think it.
I would have to say whenever he called me on my graduation day. It's because that day was
Can you hear this, Uncle
a
Papa?
little emotional for
Yeah,
me
I can hear it.
because I was without my parents. You know, it was one of the biggest days of my life. And then by him calling me, you know, it lifted my spirits so much, you know, just turned my whole day around. You know, even though I graduated, you know, I was having a terrible day. So that's just something that's always going to stick with me. And I can't thank him enough just for calling me. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's my favorite moment of my dad for sure.
Go ahead.
I love that, Sharon.
Yes.
Trying to make me cry, yeah.
Ooh, that was touching.
Did you get that, Uncle P?
Yeah, I got it. I heard it.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, man. I missed so much time with him, though. You know,
That little nigga look just like you, too.
I know. That's what everybody
Just
say,
like
man.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, I know. I
Like
can't.
walk and everything.
Yeah, man.
How does that make you
I
feel hearing that?
Man.
Probably touching.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Okay, we got a few
I know
minutes.
he's a good dude, man. He's a good kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
And it's just crazy that I ain't out there to share that with him.
Well, you'll be home
will
one
be.
day for him.
He graduated from college.
Yeah.
Right, and a lot of our
Yeah.
people in our
College
family
did he
haven't
graduate from?
He just graduated.
What college did he come out of?
I forgot.
He went to a few different ones.
He was very good in football.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
Ingram?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Not sure. We'll get that for you. We're going to start with some other moments because I know we got a few moments. Ebony, you start first with yours.
Well, mine ain't really a moment. It's just like a question.
Go ahead.
So,
Hey, shoot.
Talking to
Uncle
the
P,
mic.
do you remember when we went to Red Lobsters, me, you, and Mashery?
Vaguely, help me remember.
You told us a
This
deep
call is from a
secret.
federal prison.
You told us a deep secret. We had went out to North Hills for Mashery's birthday at Red Lobster. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Was that true?
What?
What you told us?
Just say it. Oh. Why would you bring it up then?
Cause I never got an answer. I'm trying to give him hints. But you told us something. Do you remember what it was first?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, think about that. You got anything else you want to share? Or do you need time?
Just one more.
Go ahead.
Well, two more. Is that okay? I'll make them faster.
Okay, make them fast. So we
Okay,
got all
the
go.
first one is, if you could do anything you wanted in this world, what would it be?
Anything I wanted. I don't know. Probably.
If things were different, would it be basketball?
No, like right now, where you are right now in life, if you can do anything different, anything you want in the world, what would it be?
Come home to y'all.
Period. Go ahead.
And my last one is, do you think Mashery's death brought me and your bond tighter?
Absolutely. I think it brought everybody tighter.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I think. I can't even talk about Riri. I swear that brings me to tears every time.
Okay,
I
let's.
think about Riri and Taru, and I got to go lay down.
Right.
Where every time, like that is a hurt piece. Every time I think, it's like, for me, it's like I just think about it every day. Every single day.
Yeah, and some people go on with their lives, but those memories, that hurt will live in us forever.
That's right, but the
And I
hit
didn't get
is
a
you
chance.
got
I
to
didn't get
talk
a real
about
chance
it.
to.
Got to.
I didn't get a real
talk
chance
about
to
it.
mourn either one of them.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. You want to go to your mom? Go to your mom because we only got a couple more minutes.
Hey, Papa.
Are you able to call back?
Yo. Yeah, it's been like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Papa, remember when we was younger and I used to beat you up? No, for real. I used to crush him, right? I used to beat up Ty, too.
Right.
To beat up Dion. Anyone that didn't fight was showing. But Papa, remember I used to beat you up, right? So that motherfucker
Yeah, I
stood
remember.
up in that closet, cocked his hand back, hit me in my nose. My nose started bleeding. I ain't fought him since.
He got tired of you, huh?
Fuck me up.
I kept telling her he gonna get you.
Oh, man.
You learned your lesson after that.
I ain't hit him since.
What you got tired of her, Uncle P?
Rosie was always my dog, though.
Yes. Yes.
That was always my dog.
You remember when we was upstairs in my house when I first lived on Wilner and Mashery and Taru was fighting? And she
Yeah.
hit Taru and Taru hit her back and she was like, oh, you motherfucker. And Rosie, you better get him.
Yeah,
She
Riri,
was
man, Riri
shut
was crazy.
out, man.
She was.
She was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, I'll go into mine. My favorite moment of Uncle Papa is him being in the delivery room with me and Sky. So
Oh, yeah.
we
Yeah,
didn't
I was
think her
definitely
dad
there.
would be home in time. So I was like, who would I like to share that moment with? I was like, Uncle P, will you want to come? He was so happy, y'all. He was smiling and
Yeah.
stuff. So then her dad came home and he was like, yeah. He was all moping. I was like, you can still come. You can still come. And he was so happy, y'all. He was
a huge
recording
moment.
it and
That's
stuff.
a huge moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
real quick, I just want to shout out happy birthday to P.O.
This is
Yeah,
for you.
thank
This segment
you.
is for you.
This
It's for
is
your
for
birthday.
your birthday. Happy
Okay.
birthday.
All right, Keith, you
Yeah.
go ahead. You go next. So we got a couple minutes. Go ahead.
The Dirty Dozen. What did that mean? The Dirty Dozen.
That's the Who Squad. Oh, y'all grown men now, though. That was a minute ago. Y'all all grown.
But if you could do anything, coach your team when you come home, would you do it at AAU?
I can't. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather deal with I'd rather deal with the little kids, man, 12, 14.
Yeah, these kids.
I'm saying like 7 years old, 8 years old, until they get to high school AAU team.
Oh yeah. I like to mess with the little kids, 8 years old. Yeah,
Would you mentor? Because I think you have a story to tell.
I probably could, but I don't know.
It depends on where you at in life.
Like,
Definitely got a story to tell.
Oh shit.
That's it right now.
All right, well, you can still share your moment, Uncle Ty.
But mine was when I stood up with him when he got married. You know?
What was that like?
Oh, that was beautiful, man. You know, that was like, cause I didn't even think he was going to ask me. You know, I mean, I knew I was coming. I was coming to get drunk. You know, but I didn't. And he told me we going to get a tuxedo. I said, well, damn, I ain't gonna get drunk at the wedding. That was the best moment of my life with him, for real. That was huge, man, because I didn't even think he was going to ask me to stand up. You know?
So how was it like growing up with Mommy?
Man, Mommy was vicious, man. You know, I think about her so much now, man, and I live my life on what she used to tell me.
Right.
You know, I ain't the most perfectest uncle or brother, you know.
We love you, though.
I done
Right, that motherfucker.
I done fucked my sister up, you know. But she's still there with me. But you know, I mean, life, you know, with me, man, it's just like I just didn't really care. You know, I just went with the flow. You know, like I said, my grandmother told me when she took us out that basement that I ain't never got to leave her. And like I said, I never left her.
Period.
You know, I didn't go nowhere when she went
And
through that.
she ain't never left us.
You did? I mean, I just did not go. I mean,
And it was like Ty growing up. Like Pop said, you were older than us. But from my memory, Christmases, Easter, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I remember having that.
every
We was never shy of
every
that.
Christmas. How did she do it?
How did she do it?
You know, I mean,
It was not a Christmas, a Easter, a Thanksgiving, a birthday that we did not have what we wanted.
How did she do it?
No.
I can remember arguing with the man about her food stands. I want my damn food stand. You know, she couldn't buy no damn what was that little car, Racer X car with no food stand? You know, I don't know how she did it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
every Christmas. All we had to do was put that thing in the door in the front, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Put that sheet in that door so that air don't come in
Man,
there.
it used to be cold as
That's
hell.
all we had to do.
Yeah.
We ate. She cooked.
She's the reason why I think we're so close. Like, we grew up with, like, my uncles being, like, brothers. Like, we all grew up in 5122 Shinley.
Absolutely.
So we grew up together. You know what I mean?
did.
So that's why we're so big on loyalty and, you know, love.
And I can remember her telling me, I can remember Mommy saying to me she wanted to live long enough to see Brittany and Courtney graduate from high school.
She did
She
that.
loved Brittany and Courtney.
She was it. Yeah, she
Straight
was. She
up.
was.
That
She
was
was.
I
she
got a
told
picture with her on the couch
Yeah.
on prom, I think, me and Brittany.
Yeah, she wanted to see Brittany and Courtney
And she
graduate
did.
from high school.
She did.
She did.
She used to bring Brittany down Western to
Make it
visit.
to
Yeah.
prom. No, we did.
We made it to prom. We was a little late.
Yeah.
Just drove there, I think. I don't know.
Y'all was
Yeah.
accompanied.
Yeah.
We were chauffeured.
I swear.
Mommy was vicious. Didn't nobody mess with us. Didn't know none of them Eubanks is messing with us. They was too scared.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
yeah, they was too scared. And like we got to talk about things like you just asked Papa them questions. That's what we got to do. We got to talk about them things. We don't need to hold that stuff in.
Because it makes you angry.
You know, look at your mom when she get mad. She just explodes.
Yeah.
You know, because she holds that stuff in, and once it come out, it's a wrap. You can't control that.
Then a lot of it, well, not a lot of it, but bits and pieces of it has a lot to do with you as well.
Well, I'm absolutely sure of that.
I mean,
You
I'm
know,
just-
you know. I
worry
know I
about
scarred you.
every time there's something going on down Homewood, I send Wayne. What's going on?
You know.
Man, I get something. Them.
Well, I don't have your number, so I gotta call Wayne. Y'all gotta call somebody that's gonna get there. Got me down there on the block looking like I'm the goddamn crackhead.
You know,
A purple shirt, red pants, blue scarf. What the hell? Pregnant daughter. All right.
yeah.
He get mad at you
Said,
that you
"Goddamn."
asking about him.
Come on, dog. Throwing all
Hopefully-
that shit.
We can carry this conversation until you call back. Hopefully, they don't say nothing. So, Uncle Ty, tell us some more about how y'all grew up. Like,
Man, we grew up in the projects in 5122 Shenley Avenue. You know, we grew up around a woman who controlled everything.
Around her.
What housing projects were we in?
Garfield, 5122 Shenley Avenue in
Shenley.
Garfield. You know, been there all my life. You know, they even tried to buy my grandmother a house upstairs Heights. We went up there, looked at it. There was a game room, had the pool table. She said, I'm not moving in here. And went straight back to the project.
Yeah.
You know, she was setting her own way.
she was.
You know, she did. If she didn't want something, if she didn't want to do something, there was no way you was going to change her mind. You know, she loved us to the point where that, and I go back to the like.
She loved us to the point she took care of us.
I mean, totally. Like
Took
you
us.
just said, like every Christmas. I'm talking about in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas trees.
Uncle
decorate-
Henry cutting our Christmas tree.
You know, we had it. We had it every Christmas, every holiday.
Even Mr.
You know-
Brack, remember he used to go and fishing and bring mommy
Bring
fish
mommy
to
them
gut,
fish
and
to
she
to
gut 'em.
clean
Yep.
up, to gut up.
Yep. Rest
know-
in peace to Mr. Brack. Yes.
That woman was something, man. That woman was the truth, but you know, she was brought up her way. You know, some of the things she gave to us, you know, it just wasn't so. It's okay for a man to cry.
It is.
It's okay. I understand that now, but I wasn't allowed to cry in 1976. I
We
just
talked
wasn't.
about that.
I wasn't allowed to. You know, it
It's a
just
sign
wasn't.
of weakness.
No, it was a sign of weakness. You know,
Right.
you just don't do that. You know, you eat that, and then you don't tell what's going on in this family. You know,
Or don't
you
sit
ain't-
around the
you ain't-
table.
You ain't allowed to say nothing what's going on in this family.
Right.
You know,
Or you had to answer to her. Yeah.
That's right. The hell with the principal. You know, this is my principal right here. You know,
She gonna
I
go
don't
to the
answer
schools
to
and
nobody
all.
but her. Yeah.
Talk to them crazy.
I remember just being so young, me and Brittany, you know, this is like gang banging days, you know. You see people coming in the house, mommy stitching up people and like
Oh yeah,
right,
letting them run
wrapping
in the
them up.
back. Let
you
them
know,
run in the back
they know
door.
go to Miss Cleo's house. Like,
Yeah.
oh, rest in peace.
What?
I mean, that's the
How you
truth.
remember that though?
We was young. I mean,
They was always there.
But
Brittany
it was
and
so
Courtney
crazy
always-
because,
You don't forget trauma though.
but not even that. They knew not to say nothing. They knew it.
and we
like,
knew not to touch anything.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with somebody too. Mommy would have about 6, 7 shotguns in her. We knew not to touch them. We knew, like we were
I
young.
could tell y'all about the shotguns because they was always pointed at him.
Well, hey, you know.
That motherfucker trying to come back in the window. Where's my shotgun?
Oh no, I tried to go up the steps with Jay
Jay.
one day. Mommy, he taking that bitch upstairs, and I never seen her run so fast. Out here, get the hell.
Jay was
Rosie.
like, I fell out. Mommy got that bitch upstairs again. Yo. Mommy was right up the steps, but she liked Jay though.
Yeah, she really did. It was me. It was just me. She'd be so mad, but then it took her a while to come back around. You know, she would eventually come back around, but man, that waiting period, it was vicious. I had to sleep on Columbo. Yeah, mommy was something, man. You know, I wouldn't change it for. I wouldn't change that for
Either.
nothing in the world.
I want to be raised back. Yep.
You know, that woman took
She
care
made
of
me
everything.
who I am. How I stand strong on 10 toes.
That's right.
Because of her.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All these questions I have for Uncle Papa, and I'm just so upset we're not able to talk to him about it. Like,
They got a thing in Philadelphia.
Stays the same.
When you come into their courtroom, their courthouse, they got a thing on the wall to say who gets down first. All that's saying is who's going to tell first. You know what I mean? That's in Philadelphia in their courthouse. If you ever go down there, they got things like that. Just goes to show, like, the young guys today, they really don't care. They have no respect. If they don't respect their mom or their grandma, how you think they gonna respect me or you? If they don't have no self-respect for themselves and their mom and they aunts and all, they don't have no respect for you. They just don't care today. It's all about $1.
They don't.
The
females
or a
ain't
name.
protected. The females ain't protected. The kids aren't protected. There was a rule, and that's the difference between, I feel like the mafia and like black families. Like the mafia, you gotta ask the head boss before you take somebody out. Like
absolutely.
Like with black families and street gangs and stuff, they just going out and just doing whatever.
It ain't even a street gangs. It's so wild because it's like you gotta look at generations. Like one generation, say the 70s, is a heroin academic, 80s crack. These is the gangbangers kids coming up. These is the first generation.
These is the kids with pride problems.
Nah, but most of these dudes,
very much pride problems.
They really take drugs like kids. I'm talking about dudes 20 years old sniffing heroin. Like it's like wow, you feel me? Like it's I don't know. It's like, and they don't really have no excuse to doing it. They just doing it.
Well, like we talked about, I mean, most people that are doing these drugs are escaping reality.
Exactly. But it's like some shit that people can't force to see. Like, and can't escape. You can't. Like, no matter how high you get, when that high go down, you're going to see what you did. You're going to live with it. You got to live with it.
And I do see a lot of young guys mess up on heroin. It's the truth.
But what brings them to do this? Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I could never. Like, her life had really been that hard. Like, what was the trigger? Like, what made you?
Were already born probably crack babies.
Exactly.
That
so
or
you're on the pill, you're doing lean, you're doing this. All that's coming out. All that's coming out. So you like how you feel. You like how the heroin make you feel, and y'all, it's sad. It's sad.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel
that's
like
how they're killing each other. They don't be straight minded and thinking like I'm going to go get a job.
I feel like it's a mind game, and it's a no shade to the people on drugs. Help you guys get help, but it's some people are stronger than others. Like our family been through a lot. A lot of losses, people going to jail and everything, and we're still standing 10 toes. Doing whatever we can do to survive. Some people can't take one hit of what we've been through. Some people can't. Everybody's not strong as you might be. And some people might just need a substance to get over that. So when you go through your shit and you look at how you carried your brother's casket, you remember those things when you're going through stuff because people couldn't dare. People couldn't close their casket. What I did, I had to close my brother's casket. Bitches could never.
And carrying.
But there's other ways to cope. Like,
it is.
It's crazy how people normalize in this generation that when you're going through things when you can't cope, you shouldn't be sober.
Because most black families with coping, you should get therapy. Or a lot of our black families don't believe in therapy. They need therapy
because that's a sign of weakness.
Again, yes,
yeah,
it is. But you're.
When all in reality, the substance.
Exactly. That's exactly
the sign
to say.
Of weakness.
Exactly. That's the sign of weakness.
That's the misconception right there. That's the hookup right there.
You can't even control your life. You can't even cope with what's going on. So you're using drugs to keep, like he said, once you're sober, you still got to face reality. You don't keep getting high.
And it's not even like a hard substance. I smoke cigarettes and I smoke weed.
That's addiction.
When I get mad, I want a cigarette. I want to smoke a blunt. So I could imagine a heroin addict or a crack, you know what I mean? It's just all said. It's all an addiction. Cigarettes, Pepsi, it's all an addiction.
Coffee. Never do nothing to nobody.
Believe it or not, the worst addiction is alcohol.
It is.
Absolutely.
That's the number one worst addiction, alcohol.
You're right. You're right. Because it attacks every organ in your body.
I just feel like there's maybe, like you said, everybody was just brought up different. Like, I don't know. I'm okay with the way I was brought up. Like, my mom, she might have been hard on us, but she loved us. You get what I'm saying? But I'm glad it was like that because weakness just don't run in the family.
It don't, and that's a good thing. It could be a good thing, because sometimes it's bad.
Sometimes it can be bad because we don't know how to vent. We don't know how to get it off.
We don't.
It can come with anger, but I'll deal with my anger over not being sober any day.
So it's all about how you deal with it, right?
Right.
So why do y'all think some of these females can't hold men down during the bed?
I mean, first of all, as you as the man, you supposed to hold yourself down.
Not even, I'm not going to talk about buying money, anything, just holding them down, being there for them when they was there when the money was flowing.
Well, but I mean, you talking about you're talking about like a 10 or 15 year bit. You talking about holding them down. I mean, I believe you should do the best as you can. You know,
so you saying whatever works best for you?
Whatever works. I mean, I don't know.
And that's
real.
What's
That's
the definition of holding them down?
I mean, that's true, but
real.
and then with that being said, you should also do shit discreetly.
Absolutely. I mean, that's first and foremost.
You know what I mean? Do your shit.
That's
do your
first
shit
and foremost.
Because at the end of the day, when the nigga do come home or whatever, what you gonna do? I mean, like, what you gonna run up to him and
Oh well, you gonna try to fake that, yeah. You know, and that's when them motherfuckers supposed to check you.
But everybody needs to realize every man has a day.
Right.
Everybody has a day. Yeah. So even if you can't be there for those years, those long years that they have, at least make sure they all right. You know what I mean? Everybody lives their lives and things like that, but make sure that man's all right if he was making sure you was all right.
Right, and I was just about to say that. I take care of whoever take care of me. I mean, you can move on. You can do you could be in a relationship. I respect any woman that's still there and write him, answer the phone, make sure he eat. Marriage is different. You get what I'm saying? That's completely different. Not only are you being disloyal to your husband, you've also lied to the Lord. You get what I'm saying? That's different. When it comes to just a relationship or a child's father or something, if he was there for you, be there for him. Because if he was still out, he will still be there for you.
And it's not always about money. You know, men in jail, they appreciate, pictures,
right?
Email, small things, just communication, a visit, little things. It don't have to be about money. Don't got to be about that.
Real quick, y'all. Tink said to everybody, she said, "Hey."
But I mean, for real, a lot of guys that I come up with, when we go to jail, it's over. We broke up and are mad. I'm calling my cousins. What y'all doing?
You can't walk in the system.
That's what Uncle P said. It's a mental thing.
I've never been in jail, but I believe you can't walk in there even thinking you're even in a relationship or a marriage, especially if you're doing fat.
You should think that's out here.
So just you.
So okay. So why not go into marriage, hoping that would be your person? I wouldn't want to get married with anyone that I can't count on when things get bad. That's what marriage is for. Worse or for better or for worse.
A lot of guys that go to jail tell the girl that. Do you?
But do you think that's a test?
It's a test, but it's all up to you.
Is that a test?
It's up to you.
Everything's a test.
You know what I mean?
Let me say, if I get me a real nigga, he go to jail, I'm holding him down.
All my life.
Period. Give me a real one like Uncle P. Man.
See, Uncle
I'm all
P's
you
different.
need.
It's like Michael Jordan. Like, he took care of people without even, he never even acknowledged that he did it. It's a different type of man. Like,
different type of man.
You feel me? Like,
you feel what I'm saying?
Look,
Just do it because you don't want to see nobody with that type of man.
And don't speak on it.
I'm explaining. I'm explaining, right? I'm at Uncle P. My dad was on 10 years. Birthdays, Christmas, I ain't go without. And he never said, and he knew my mom's situation. Took me, go shopping, dropped me off. I ain't never hearing sitting, I did this for him.
That's not who he was.
On everything.
Just like I was talking to Dawn Peasy. I know y'all know Dawn Peasy. Shout out to Dawn Peasy. Well, he bid it. Yeah, he bid it with P in Virginia. And we was talking, and he was like, you know what? I ain't never in my life seen a nigga bid like him. He said that nigga bid like he's in college. He said he watched download and watch movies. That's all he does. That's who he is. He said the nigga on the north side love him so much. He said, man, that nigga thorough. He said, yeah, he is. And the same way on the streets. What you get right here is what you get on the streets.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't never seen nobody bad like that.
Papa's love, man.
And he's smart.
He's respected. He's respected.
He's the goat.
To the higher power. Swear.
Oh my!
He
And
is the goat.
it's not even about money. It's just the man that he was.
How you
When
carry yourself.
How you like.
And and with that being said, shout out to my grandma again, because you said the right word. The man. Didn't no man raise him. His grandma raised him. Right. All of us have respect. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, sit up and get. Yeah, that's just who she raised us to be, to look after one another. And that's just who he is.
The thing is, like, don't forget what he did for you and your family.
That went out the door the day they put the handcuffs on him.
Like, I can't never.
You know how many people.
He never did no wrong to me.
You know how many people message me on Facebook like, man, Uncle P, I love him. You know, they be like, I don't have that much money, but can you send him this? He took care of he took care of me when, so many people say the same thing Keith is saying. He took care of me when my dad did a bid. Like, I don't got much, but can you please send it to him? Let him know that I love him. He got love out here.
I swear.
He really do.
And him and my dad's like brothers.
He really do.
I don't think my dad's blood brother is like him and Uncle P. He ain't, if Uncle P told him to do something, he ain't never questioning it or nothing.
That's what that was. Papa wasn't no creep, and he was on top of his game. He just wasn't no creep. You know, and that
you know what, Ty? You thorough too, though.
We talked about you on the last episode.
Ty, you thorough.
He's smart.
He real.
Smart.
He real.
Like,
He's a smart dummy.
he'll come up with some shit. You be like, nigga, how you, like how? And it's, you know, it's unfortunate that you wasted a lot of it, because you're really, really intelligent. For real. You ain't no grimy nigga, none of that shit.
You dress really well.
I wasn't brought up.
Big suits and shit.
That's from Johnny Cochran's.
No, but that just takes you back to when, like what you said about Uncle Ty. It just takes you back to when he said, like, first off, he's not a fool. He's not a dummy. You get what I'm saying? But it takes you back to when he said, I grew up and I do what I want. You get what I'm saying? Like, Uncle Ty really do what he want. Like, it don't matter who it's coming from, me, you, the pastor, the judge, parole. Uncle Ty gonna do what Uncle Ty wanna do.
Always.
But that just tells you how strong-minded he really is. What he's doing is what he choose to do, because Uncle Ty's doing what he wanna do. He can overcome whatever he's doing. He's just gonna do what he wanna do. He's not weak-minded at all.
I growed up with a woman like that. You can't be no weak. Now, you make an exception. You know, there's always an exception. You know, everybody ain't gonna be strong in the clan. You know, there's always gonna be
one weak one.
I mean, it's just that just goes to show. I mean, there's always gonna be a weak link, and she told us that. You know, and that's what we just gotta deal with that. You know, as a family.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
we
right.
have to deal with that as a family, man. Be open-minded, man. You know, not critical and just, you know, bite they back out.
Right.
But, you know, because
we
we
keep it
still
private.
do love.
You have to own your truth.
You have to.
You
That's
can't
true.
sit around a round table and want to hear everybody else's truth, and you're not spitting your own truth.
No, you got
You
to.
have to
It starts
own your
with
truth.
you. It starts with you. Yeah,
Own your shit. Ownership.
You got
Own
it.
it.
That's the
But
only
you know
way
what?
we
You
can
can't
start
force
to heal.
Yeah.
Until you own what you need to own up, there's not going to be no healing process, man.
But you can't force anybody. Everybody has to heal in their own time.
Well, you know,
This
you
family's a mess.
Hey, I concur.
Shout out to the Steve family.
Right.
No.
But wait, Uncle Ty, when you said there's always one weak one, right?
Yeah, that's what my grandmother told me.
That's not true, though, because my mom's sitting here with 9 kids, and I don't know a weak one yet.
Okay.
Time to tell. Time to tell.
There's an exception. Okay, maybe you're the exception. I don't know.
Time will tell.
Some
honey.
motherfucker
We
in
ain't
there
been
gonna
through
be.
something that
We've been through a lot.
we've been
Okay.
through a lot,
Yeah,
but
but
we ain't
break-
been
I
through
love how
situations.
I love what y'all doing, man. You girls, man, you young ladies, man, I see y'all from afar. I see y'all. I watch shit. Y'all my nieces. Y'all got the same blood running through y'all as I do. You think I don't see y'all?
I don't care what our family been through. I'm thankful to be raised in this family.
Hell yeah.
Am I adopted?
Basically.
If he's adopted.
Basically. Uncle Ty, share some stories about me and Brittany as kids with mommy.
That time y'all was fighting up these hills.
Stop it. No,
I wasn't with mommy.
I could never. I'm a professional now.
No.
Don't say my name, Keefe.
Okay, all right, you're right.
Let me see some. All right. I come home from jail or something, man. You know, I probably done got drunk or something. Been home. I mean, I get out that morning. Don't come home till later on. And when I would come in the house, Brittany, and Tiana be there. Mm-hmm. And mommy would get y'all up off the couch, put y'all in the room, because they don't. I'd be like, hey, come here. You know, I try to grab on y'all. She was like, get your drunk ass.
She said those stuff.
Man, oh,
mommy
man.
with those stuff.
Hey, Ty, remember when I was pregnant with Brittany and used to eat all my fruit? That right there, he used to eat the watermelon. Oh, my goodness. And use her baby magic lotion. That would burn my skin.
Ebony, you got a moment with mommy can you think of? Remember when she had them underwears on her head? When she was going to dementia, you were so embarrassed. She was like, Courtney.
No, my favorite moment with mommy was this one day mommy had took me with her over her house. I had a hair appointment the next day. So mom kept saying, she got a hair appointment at 9 o'clock in the morning. She can't go. Mommy took me with her anyway. She's like, I'll have her home by 7 in the morning. Girl, 7 in the morning. We up at mom's house banging on the door. Mom's not answering the phone. She's not answering the door, nothing. So mommy's like, all right, we're going to go to the hair store. We're going to get the hair. So we goes to the hair store. What's at the hair store for a while? It was me, mommy, and Mr. Susie. Where? We was at the hair store for so long. Rest in peace, Mr. Susie. So we finally go back. Mom finally answered that door. When I tell you, talk to her crazy.
Hold on, every type of beating.
Crazy. And still, it took me back with her. Didn't even.
And for y'all to know, like, I was scared of her. That lady was something else.
And really told mom, and she's not getting her hair done. Took me back with her.
I'm standing there like.
And I would wonder why.
9:30 in the morning.
Why she would come to the school, beat me up, and she would just do everything. I'm wondering, like, why ain't nobody helping me? Like, what is going on?
Tough
Come to
life.
find out, mom was like, I ain't fucking with that.
Man,
You on your own.
she was crazy about you and Brittany.
Yeah, she didn't play about, and yeah.
You and Brittany? What? She was crazy about y'all. Y'all stayed here all the time.
She told Uncle Pop and Uncle D, y'all gonna take care of them. Y'all gonna take care of them. She did not play. She made sure they took care of us.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Ty, he's smooth, man.
Smooth criminal.
Smooth. I pulled up on him. I said, Uncle Ty, what's going on? That's what he told me.
What?
I can't call it. They said it's all in your motherfucking wallet. I said, he's smooth, man.
Telling you. You having a bad day, go get Uncle Ty
I'm
and just ride
telling
around.
you.
Wait, so Uncle Ty, tell them the audience about that story with your wife. Remember you was telling me and Ebony about the dude and remember about the dude?
Oh. Niecy will kill me. All right.
Talking to the mic.
Niecy in the bar. Old white dude sitting there all drunk. He said, you want to make $12?
12.
Damn. $12. You want to make $12? Niecy said, huh? The fuck you say? You know, Niecy crazy in the motherfucker, too. You want to make $12? Old white dude. You want to make $12? Niecy said, yeah, I'll make that. Rub my balls. She said, huh? He said, rub my balls. She said, all right. He then pulled down and she said she grabbed them motherfucker and squoze them motherfucker so
Uncle Ty said he said this bitch
bitch is crazy. That bitch is crazy.
He said, they talking about, man, we gonna fuck you up. She said, tell him to get away. Get away. Get away. That is crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey, man, I fell out.
I'm sorry.
Man, I fell out, man.
I don't even know what these guys.
Uncle Tazzle.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Ty, tell that story about when Taru was in the basement smoking.
What?
Remember we was in the basement smoking? He was like, you smoking? He was like, nah.
Oh, no. I smell that shit, man. What is you doing? I ain't doing now, Uncle Ty. Cigarette smoke everywhere.
You Ty said, he said, I swear to God on my dad. Ty said,
Always on his dad.
He said, man, I hit that nigga, he even buckled.
Oh man, he was the toughest little youngin.
Yeah, Jerome was crazy. He was crazy, man.
He would just. I remember Uncle Dion, Trevor used to, pow. He would just sit there. He was young, like 7. He would just
take it,
and it pop, pop, pop.
He would just
and
take it.
They big dudes. Pop, and he just.
Dion
they
ain't
couldn't
crazy
deal with
as
Ru.
hell. He wouldn't practice.
These guys could never.
And he could have went
tough.
to the NFL.
Yeah, he was.
Ru was a hell of a
Wasn't
football
he good at
player,
football?
man.
And remember, he would go into the field with his fake necklaces on, and they would call Uncle D like.
He said, man, fuck you, Coach Chrissy.
He would have his fake chains
was hot.
Remember when my dad used to get him and bring him to the house? So look, imagine my dad got a new girl, my stepmom and shit. We had my stepmom's house, right? So my dad bring it to Ru. So she's like, well, who are you? He was like, he looked at her. He said his other son. Man, I got kicked out, man. We got kicked out that night. Me, Taru, my dad. Oh my God. I had to move back to my grandma's house because he took me to
Taru was crazy, man.
I'll never forget that. We was putting this stuff on the bunk beds and everything. We had to get that bag back. He was on his way home. I swear to God.
What?
Let me tell y'all what the fool did to me. So I had to go to work. I had to work a double. I was working 7A to 7P. Mm-hmm. I ain't have no babysitter. So I'm like, Taru, could you watch Faith? He's like, yeah. I give him. She was mine.
That was
new
on
baby.
You.
I give him the car and the baby. Girl.
And the baby.
I caught her left to work. Maybe that ain't the right thing to say. Since he stole the sister's car.
It's on the news.
So he y'all, I come in from work. I hear somebody knocking on my front door. I'm like, who's knocking on my front door? I'm like, who is it? He's like, me. I open the door. He's standing there. I'm like, at this point, I ain't even thinking about my baby. I'm like, why are you knocking and you got the key? He said, I don't got the key. I said, what you mean you don't got the key? Where's the baby? Girl, this fool came back with no baby, no key, no car.
You the fool. You the fool.
They took the car, went on a high-speed chase, dropped my baby off to mom.
I took her.
Was the baby in the car?
He had just dropped. They was going to Garfield. He was the babysitter. Mom said she stopped him. Said, "Do not take her to Garfield."
You's a fool.
Boy, I came home to no car, no baby, no keys.
No keys. You's a fool.
I mean, man, dude, this is wild, man.
And mom would be the funniest with Taru. People come in the house with all these damn wing worms.
Yes.
I'm gonna beat the wing worms up out of you.
For real.
Fuck is you doing?
He was a sure enough boy.
He did what he
He
wanted.
was like, I tied. What?
Talk about
like, he took a bath. Dion was like, man, you better get this motherfucker. Papa said, you know what? I'm going to sit right here by these steps with this door open and watch you wash up. But I'm going to tell your friends you don't wash up. That nigga was wrong.
Man, that's how Sky be.
My goodness.
Anybody got any closing comments, questions, concerns?
Hey, man, I appreciate this, man, you know.
Anybody want to tussle?
Oh yeah, that's the cousin I be telling people about. I be booking her for all types of fights.
Ebony, put your business out there.
You always want me to put my business out there.
No, your actual business.
I know what you're talking about.
Beats by 6.
Well, I'm not taking appointments right now because I'm in school.
Oh, okay.
But you can still get beat by 6. 2 ways.
Beat or beats. You pick.
You're professional now.
Okay.
Don't do that.
She always been professional with
Okay. So the last thing I just gotta say is happy birthday, Uncle P.
Happy birthday, happy
Free
Father's
Uncle
Day.
P. Yeah. He'll be home real soon.
Real soon.
Free my boy Chuck Nasty.
I want to say shout out to I don't know. Shout out to what you looking at me like that for?
Girl.
Because I lost my train of thought. All right. Happy birthday, P. Shout out to the Steve family, I guess.
You just said forget us. Then she
Never
talk
mind.
bad about us.
Uncle P, I need my answer too.
Shout out to Chucky. Free him. Ruger, baby.
Go ahead.
Me, Uncle.
Hey, I want to say,
I'm about to cry.
you know,
I don't know.
this has been a hell of an experience. I appreciate this. You know,
They gonna come looking for you, Uncle Ty? Because you said you gonna be famous.
I tell
I
him
catch
all the
him.
time.
You gonna come back?
anytime I can. Anytime. I know where it is now. So.
Oh my gosh.
I know where the location's at now.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
I asked Keefy last week when he was showing me. I said, well, where is it at, man? Oh, no, I ain't telling you yet. I ain't telling you yet. I ain't telling you yet. But, yeah, shout out to P.
That's on them. No,
Oh,
I'm still in no microphone.
We ain't got no sponsors. Put that down. They ain't paying us to have that up there.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle P. This episode was for you.
Yes,
He's
it
a real
was.
one, and I hope to God I can find one similar to you.
Shout out to Court and the Naked Truth.
The
Naked truth.
We keep
God
it real
bless.
here.
God bless. Good
Shout
night.
out to Steve family. Love
Steve
y'all.
family. Blood
Bad
running.
Troopers.
Bad troopers. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. This is. Hey, welcome to the Naked Truth. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to have like the battle of the sexes.
No, pussy is not a gift.
Even if it's 2 pussies.
Y'all ain't starting shit. Then we
Nah,
finish it.
nah.
How do you feel about your man helping you shit? Okay, we're done. Hey, welcome to the Naked Truth.